In today's video, I want to tell you 3 attitudes that will kill your woodworking business before it ever even gets a chance to get off the ground. Let's dive in. All right, well, as always, I'm glad that you're here. And in today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. We want to talk about just thought processes and attitudes that kind of kill woodworking businesses. And this can be said across every kind of business, but there are things that we think, ways that we behave that are absolute silver bullets to the health of our woodworking business. And so I want to give you 3 attitudes that kill your woodworking business. And I want to start by just saying that these were attitudes that I had. These were attitudes that I recognized inside of myself that if I didn't change these things, the woodworking business was never going to grow. In fact, it was going to deteriorate and it was going to die. So to get started, the number 1 attitude that I would say is going to kill your woodworking business is blaming other people for your problems. Here's the reality. There may be other people that are causing problems inside of your business, whether that be an employee, some type of third party that's supposed to be helping you do something inside of your business, whether that is a customer. There are people that are going to cause problems inside of your business because people are people and they cause problems. So do you. You cause problems too. So let's just say that they did something wrong or they made a mistake. It might have been their fault, but it's ultimately your business and it's your responsibility. The employees that you hire, whether they are succeeding or failing, it might be on them, but it's going to affect your business. It's going to affect your revenue, your profits. The people that you hire, the people that you work with, whether they make mistakes or not, at the end of the day, you still have your business. And so by constantly assigning blame to other people, we remove ourselves from a position of power. What I mean is that when you don't assign blame to somebody else and you look at it through the lens of, this is my problem, I need to be able to learn how to fix this, I need to find solutions to this, you empower yourself to find solutions. Well, when you say that it's so-and-so's fault or it's so-and-so's fault or it's so-and-so's fault, you remove yourself from a position of power and you say they are responsible for fixing this problem. They are responsible for coming up with a solution. And at the end of the day, they're not on the hook for your business. You're on the hook for your business. And so this mentality of because of this bad employee or because of this bad customer or client or because of this bad situation, these people are causing my business to fail. You have to get out of that frame of reference. You have to get out of that mindset and you have to look at, okay, this didn't go the way that I want it to go. In fact, they made mistakes, but how am I going to solve this? How am I going to take responsibility for it and find a better solution? And so that's really the first thing that's so mission critical when it comes to attitudes around your business is that you cannot bring a mentality in that assigns blame to other people. Now, again, they may have legitimately messed something up. They may have legitimately done something wrong. But if you give your power away to them, you don't have any more power to solve the problems for your own business, okay? So here's number 2. Second attitude that will kill your woodworking business is never innovating. One of the deadliest phrases that I've ever heard, well, that's the way we've always done it. Looking at your business that way of like, oh, well, this is the way that we've always done it. Well, what's going to happen is that the market is ever evolving. So whether that be the economy's up or down, the style of products that people are most interested in, maybe it's the marketing methods and the way that we get in front of clients. Constantly, the market is evolving and you have to be able to evolve. If you cannot evolve with the market, if you can't find solutions inside of the market, you're going to die. And so by never innovating, by saying, well, this is just the way that it is, this is the way that we've always done it, and it's the way that we're always going to do it, you're basically guaranteeing your death at that point because at some point, the way that you do things are going to become obsolete. That's either going to be the product that you offer at the price point that you offer it, the way that you communicate, the way that you market, the way that you sell. All of those things are constantly evolving in some capacity. Some of those things may not evolve for a long time, but some are going to evolve consistently over every 2 to 3 to 5 years, okay? So you need to be able to understand that I need to be constantly looking at what type of shift do we need to make. So the store Bed Bath & Beyond, for the last 30 years, in-person retail has thrived. Bed Bath & Beyond had hundreds, if not thousands of locations all across the United States, and each of those locations performed really well. Well, in the last couple years, really since COVID, Bed Bath & Beyond's physical locations sales have continued to drop. they've continued to deteriorate. Well, what did Bed Bath & Beyond do? They actually pivoted out a lot of those physical locations and they went all in on digital. So they have probably one of the most robust websites on the planet right now for all things home decor, furniture, accessories, things like that. And when you go check out Bed Bath & Beyond, you're going to find that they have incredible marketing and follow-up strategies. They have email templates and campaigns built out. They have Google ads and Facebook ads built out. They have all kinds of things built out to create a conducive environment for people to buy online. They understood that the landscape was changing and they wanted to adapt with it. So that's just a great example of always being able to adapt, learn, and innovate. And so here's the third attitude that will kill your woodworking business in today's video, and that is assuming that problems will fix themselves over time. Problems inside of your business are your problems to solve. It's that simple. And so when you have a huge team and you have a massive business and you have A players, you can lean on those players to fix problems. But for the most part, it's still your business. It's still your responsibility. This kind of goes back to, number one, blaming other people for your problems. But problems themselves, they're not going to work themselves out. A bad culture is not going to work itself out. You're going to have to reset the culture. Like if you have a team that fights all the time or is disrespectful or dishonoring or they're late all the time, they don't do what they're supposed to do, you have to actually address those problems and you have to fix them. Let's say that you have something that's just not working any longer inside of your business or something that's not producing the results that you want it to produce. You need to get active in trying to come up with solutions for those problems. That's going to be super, super important. And I'll just say this too. When it comes to identifying problems, sometimes problems occur or things stop working inside of a business because of outside stimuli. So because of the economic environment, what's happened locally where you're at, things that have happened that are outside of your control. However, sometimes problems happen because we've changed something inside of the business internally that causes these problems to occur. And you have to have enough wisdom to be able to look at your business and say, are these problems happening because of something that is happening to me? Or are these problems happening because of something that I have decided to do? Either way, it's your problem to solve. And that's what's kind of stinky about business, is that you are on the hook for your problems at the end of the day. And so hopefully this video wasn't just super discouraging. Hopefully that it helped you kind of see things through a different light and kind of highlighted the 3 attitudes that will kill your business. And so just to recap, blaming other people for your problems, it might have been their fault, but it's your responsibility to solve it. Number 2 is never innovating. The phrase, "this is the way that we've always done it," kills businesses all the time. And then number 3 is assuming problems are going to fix themselves. And so just a free resource I wanted to offer to you guys is if you click on the first link in the description below, you can check out the Handmade Business Secrets ebook. It's a completely free book that I wrote, kind of explaining my journey to go from my garage just starting out to $70,000 per month in woodworking sales in 2023. And so it's completely free to you. Be sure to check that out. But with that being said, love and appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.